Hello everyone and welcome to NFTV.
Newcastle Fans TV.
Yes, hello everyone. We're going to jump on the Mac today. We're going to analyse all of the goals that Newcastle have conceded. There's players at fault. There's a lot of VAR decisions here. Let's get into it.
The West Ham game, 4 goals to get through here. Let's begin. So the first goal that we concede, so you can see Mikel Antonio has picked the ball up on the right hand side of the box and he's surrounded by Miguel Miron and one of our centre-backs. Right, okay. So you think, okay, not much danger here. However, as the play develops on, you can see that the ball is then cut back. Right, now the problem that I've got here is I've circled Jonjo Shelvey because Jonjo Shelvey has got to get out tighter. He's got to shut that man down to stop any chance of a shot coming on or a pass going across the field, right? Okay, so then as it moves on, you can see then I've got 2 players who are going to run in. You can see Creswell at the top and you can see another one who's going to run in. I've also circled Jacob Murphy and Isaac Hayden. The reason being is because Murphy has a little bit of a problem. He's got 2 men here and Isaac Hayden has got to run out because it does not help Jacob Murphy. As the play develops on, I've still got Hayden circled. Now Murphy is still undecided because Hayden hasn't rushed out. So if Hayden had rushed out towards the edge of the box, that would have left Murphy to go and get Creswell at the top. Now Creswell has all the time in the space because Hayden doesn't rush out. That leaves a problem because Murphy's undecided where he's going to go. It comes to Creswell. As you can see, when he crosses the ball low, he's got all the time in the world because of the situation with Hayden not pushing out. He's onside. We all thought it possibly could be offside, but the cross, let's face it, was a cross. Everybody's onside as the ball comes in, and then it is a cross. As the cross comes in, I've circled 28, which is Souček. However, as I've circled him, Fernandez is just ball watching. Even though Souček doesn't touch it, this is poor by Fernandez. He just let his man go past him. Think, no worries. Souček, if he touches that, it's a goal, and the finger would be pointed at Fernandez. However, I feel that the presence of Souček here is put Woodman off coming out. Because Woodman, if you look, isn't far out at touching that ball. If he dives out, that he palms that back out. And he palms that out to Fernandez or to Richie or whatever. So I think he's put off by that. And of course, West Ham go and score. West Ham's second goal. What I've circled here is Alan saint-maximin. You cannot fuck about. Declan Rice wins the ball cleanly, right? So he's now put Newcastle in trouble because West Ham are now on the counter-attack. As we move on in the second part here, what I have circled is the goal scorer and Matt Ritchie, because Matt Ritchie plays a massive, massive role in the next goal. As the play develops here, you've got Jared Bowen, and he's going to play it to Mikel Antonio, who has all the space in the world. It's quite easy slide pass to be in, and then West Ham are on the counter. So where's our right wing back, everybody? Where is he? There he is, at the bottom of your screen. If you look closely, that's Jacob Murphy, because as we lost possession, we're through ASM. Murphy was so far in advance, he's way out of position. That's cost us on this part as well. As the play develops, Antonio's then running towards byline. You can see Murphy still circled, nowhere near. As the cross starts to come in, I've circled Matt Ritchie, because Matt Ritchie is behind Benrahma. This is poor by Ritchie. He's got to get in front. And it's not the first time that we'll see Matt Ritchie at the back post getting done. So as Antonio then crosses the ball, he clips it over. This, from Ritchie, is shocking. It's absolutely shocking. He doesn't even attempt to jump. He just stands there and just lets the lad go and score. I'm going to change the camera angle here. Look at that. Benrahma, free header. Ritchie's not even attempting to jump. And then there's the second goal. Really, really poor. Really, really poor. The third one, which is not a penalty, every pundit under the sun has agreed, and even the die-hard West Ham fans will say this was not a penalty. The way this lad Gan's doing, I mean, that's just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Murphy wins the ball quite clearly, but what interests me is if you have a look at the referee's eye vision, when he's looking at the incident, he can see perfectly clear. And what he does not do What every other referee has done with the VAR goals, he doesn't even look at it. He doesn't even ask about the VAR, because if VAR look at this potentially might get Newcastle a point. This has robbed us. Yes, you can talk about all the other faults in the goals, but this decision by the referee, not even concurring or even going to look at the monitor, has cost Newcastle a goal. It's not a penalty, and we're being screwed over here. But I do actually want to talk a little bit about the penalty, because as Antonio goes to shoot, you can see Souček, I think it's Bowen. But the reason why I've circled Matt Ritchie, because Matt Ritchie is slow once again at reacting here. I know I'm nitty picking here, but as the play develops on, Woodman saves it, it comes back out, Ritchie's paused, he's running, and then look how many attackers have got the rebound. Woodman must be furious, because Woodman, for me, has done his job. I know he palms it back out and play, but the first instinct that you do as a goalkeeper, you just save it. Just save it, and then if it comes back out, then fair enough, it's 12 yards out. Yes, Woodman should probably palm it aside, but at least he saves it. Ritchie's asleep, 3-2 down, but that should never ever have been a penalty. And because we're 3-2 down, the finger I'm pointing at here is all on Bruce, this one. Because I think he goes for it a little bit far too early. Far too early. 3 players circled here. 3 of our back 5 just literally cut out by one pass. You've got Jacob Murphy, you've got Federico Fernandez in the middle, and you've got Matt Ritchie. 3 of them all cut out by one pass. As the play starts to develop on, I've got Fernandez circled, right? Because in the previous clip, if you go back, if you want to rewind 5 seconds, Antonio's way ahead of him, bursting the gut because of his pace, the power Antonio's got. He's so underrated, Mikel Antonio. Fernandez is completely out the game. Antonio's got all this space in front of him in the blue circle. Loads of space to go on. The next slide, Kieran Clark's body position is absolutely all over the place. Because if Kieran Clark faces the ball, he has a chance to intercept. His body shape is all over the place here. And then as Antonio goes on, he's got that freedom to go on. And we know what happens. Ugandan scores. But Kieran Clark's body position's out of order there. Out of order. But Newcastle hit on the counter. And we're 2 goals down. It's 4-2 game hour. Moving on to the next one, which is Villa Park. And this is right in front of us at the away fans. Lascelles actually miskicks it out, right? And as Matty Cash has a throw, and you think yourself, looks all right, yeah, the defence. Nothing to worry about, yeah. We look all right, it's a throw-in. You should deal with a throw-in, right? But as Tyrone Mings flicks it on, I've circled Danny Ings and I've circled Fabian Schär. For me, you look across everybody else, you look at Murphy behind him, that's all right. You look at Joe Willock, who's got his man. Joe Willock probably should be a little bit goal side, just in front of Schär. But Fabian Schär is far too away. That's like 5 or 6 yards away from his man. So that ball's got flicked up in the air. You can then see Danny Ings is ready to hit it. Fabian Schär's thinking, shit, fuck, I've got to close down here. But it's too slow. It's too slow to react. And all it came from is a simple throw-in. A simple fucking throw-in. Reverse the camera angle. You can see here, Danny Ings is about to shoot. Fabian Schär is like ball watching, thinking, shit, I'm going to have to close down now. Acrobatic, brilliant finish. Can I take it away from Danny Ings? Wonderful, wonderful finish. Fantastic, and they'll be up for goal of the month. We all know that. Brilliant finish, right? But that was that simple. So simple. And that's poor from Fabian Schär. The penalty incident, again, VAR on this, right? You cannot see this in real time, because you cannot see it where we were in Villa Park. You cannot. It's the other end of the pitch. You can't see what's happening, right? And we just thought play was going on, and we just thought, oh, someone's injured, that's why the referee's blew. And then he gives a penalty, and we were like, what the hell? What's happened here? Because you can't tell here in real life that that's a penalty, right? But when you look at the VAR, it's incredibly harsh. He handballs it. Yes, he handballs it. My argument here is, how far away is Lascelles from the lad who's headed the ball? What's that? 1 yard? 2 yards? What's Lascelles got to do? How can he react so quickly when someone's only 2 yards away? Because the ball goes past him, that's why he hasn't been sent off. Because you've got, obviously, Sean Longstaff probably clears it away. But how can Lascelles react that quickly? That's the argument that I have. It's a clear handball. Let me know where you sit on that. Because for me, if that's 2 yards out and that ball's travelling 40 miles, 50 miles per hour, I'm not going to react that quick. So we'll lose 2 goals, right? We got defeat against Villa. We're going to move on to the most recent game, which is Southampton. Matt Ritchie's going to get picked on again here. Right. So, first of all, in this play here, Jacob Murphy gets done by Redmond. I've circled NUFC and I've circled Ritchie towards the other box, right? I also feel, I haven't got the centre-backs circled, but I do feel Fernandes and Lascelles are a little bit too close to each other. They should be a little bit further up towards the penalty box, the pair of them. As the cross comes in, he has a side shot of it. You think to yourself, nah, there's not much danger here. It looks all right, you know. You've got Matt Ritchie just underneath the logo. But as the play develops then, Ritchie's thinking, oh, fuck, shit. Look what I've got. Shit, I'm going to have to react here. Then you look at yourself, you look at Ritchie. I've got El Nusi highlighted. And then you go back to where I said about Fernandes and Lascelles, because if they're a little bit 5 yards to their left, they'll be closer at the penalty spot. And that's probably that solved. However, Ritchie's not switched on again. And that's because he's a wing-back. And he's not a wing-back, if that makes sense. He's a midfielder playing wing-back, a bit like Murphy defensively. So you can look at both the wing-backs here, because Murphy gets done for the cross, whereas Ritchie's asleep. His alertness is in this video. He's getting picked on, but I think Ritchie deserves to get picked on defensively. What's really also worrying is that El Nusi gets a march on Ritchie because Ritchie's not switched on. El Nusi scuffs it. Yeah, it's unfortunate because Woodman actually saves it. I actually feel Freddie Woodman should be doing better. I think Freddie Woodman should be saving this and not just saving it. I think he should be comfortably collecting it. And he is unfortunate, as you can see. It goes at the back of the net. It rebounds onto El Nusi. It's a fluky goal, yes. But I think Woodman, for me, should also be doing better. But all round in there's several of little mistakes. But the biggest culprit there is Matt Ritchie, once again. We're going to look next at the penalty. Now, I am wrong. When I said at the ground, I said that's not a penalty because I only get one look at it, and I'm in the singing section. I don't get the replay of the TV screen, which half the other ground do. I don't get that, and I thought that was a clear tackle by Lascelles. And I'm thinking when he's down injured, I didn't know where he play acted because for me he felt like he did a little bit. I just thought Lascelles was injured. We're going to win the game because obviously saint-maximin scored, but he gives the penalty, and I'm frustrated as out because it felt like a defeat, but. And the build up to the penalty, right? You can see how I've got circled. I've got Jacob Murphy because this is Jacob Murphy's man. Jacob Murphy again, another wing back, defensively, not doing the job. So he's asleep. Armstrong, local lad, he's going to go through. He's going to score against his hero team. He loves the tune, right? What I've got next is you can see that Fernandez's body shape is all over the place. He's twisted, right? So he's out the game. Loads of space in front of Armstrong. Lascelles is thinking, shit, I've got to react here. I'm going to have to do something, otherwise he scores. So here you can see Armstrong. Fernandez's body shape's out. Armstrong's already gone past Murphy. So Lascelles has to react. Lascelles does react. He comes in sliding. Initially, I only had one look at it, the other end of the ground. I thought, what a fucking tackle that is. What a tackle. It goes to VAR, and it's the correct decision. It's the correct decision. Look, we can talk all day. Would Armstrong gone on and scored? I don't know. Would Woodman save it? Who knows, right? But Ward-Prowse steps up, scores, but it's a clear penalty. You can see there, he didn't even win the end of the ball.
Right, everybody, Mac closed. Let me know what you lot think. Do you agree? Do you disagree on anything that I've said today? I'd love to know what you lot think in the comments down there below. See you, everyone.